postanowił să joace rolul unui android denumit Jack, împreună cu Olivia, pe o stație spațială undeva în orbita lui Jupiter, dacă nu mă știți.
Levels of radiation detected.
Right on cue.
I'll try to get the site's radiation dampener online.
Good idea. Make sure to check its backup power supply. It may have a dead battery.
Inbound on the processing line.
So, we're going to need a lot of energy for this sensor sweep, but the pulse knocked out the flow control on the plasma lathes. They're burning out of control and draining the power reserves.
One of us will need to enter the processing line and reach the emergency reset.
Well, I'd do it, if you'd let me.
That is very much against protocol.
Thought you might see it that way. Keep the comm channel open. I'll help you out as best as I can from here. The Pulse has the electronics in that area on the fritz. If you reset the power transformer, I may be able to run a diagnostic.
This unit is not a transport. Do you need assistance? Please keep your hands and arms in the ride at all times.
These transformers are an outdated model. We should upgrade them at our earliest convenience.
No wonder they get misaligned so easily.
Grid stabilized.
The control hub in that area is back online. I've re-established contact with the Labour unit manning the line entrance below. He should open the door for you.
Echo unit identified. Opening service entrance.
I should be able to reach the manual reset on the other end of the line.
You mean past the inferno of white-hot plasma?
Correct. Which is precisely why I'm the one doing it.
Jack?
Not a transport.
Jack, are you there?
Another EMP. Status report?
Attachment
All
detected.
clear here. But the line's throttle controls just went haywire. Be careful in there.
Do you require assistance, Echo 1? Do you need assistance?
The door controls are functioning normally. I can leave its operation to the labor unit.
lot of flotsam. Better make sure nothing's jammed the conveyor systems. Could cause problems when we reboot.
I'll inspect the ice pallets. Looks like a piece is wedged under the conveyor unit.
Well, try and dig it out so it doesn't jam the reset protocols.
Melted clean through.
Maintenance units shouldn't be entering the line while the cutting systems are active. Something's very wrong here. More debris. Make sure you clear any jammed conveyors before moving on.
Assistance, Echo 1. No damage to report. Can I assist you? Got a problem with me?
Shields at 50%.
Something must have interfered with the nav protocols.
Yeah, looks like. Labor units shouldn't just run face first into a hostile environment. Any sign of a working hard drive in all this wreckage?
Not yet. Most command functions are processed in a unit's head.
Well, if you see one, give it a scan. I could use the data.
Unit 14, what is your function?
Nav data mismatch. Multiple hazards detected. Maintenance cycle incomplete.
He seems intact, but he's running the wrong subroutines. The line's not scheduled for maintenance. Pallet clear.
Stubborn bastard.
Approaching watch station.
The switch there should trigger an emergency reading.
Reset in progress.
Oh, power output back within normal parameters. We should have plenty of energy for the scan. Nice moves in there. Just watching that was giving me a cardiac. Okay, good start. We still need to find out what happened at the primary dig site and the container field. Let me know when you find out more.
I've located some intact command modules. My scanner should be able to pull the drive data.
Good find. With any luck, the data clusters are still intact.
Direct connection established. Synchronizing data stream.
Nav data purged. Kronos uplink lost. Executing last known command. Collision detected. Damage report. Unavailable. Lower limbs non-ambulatory. Upper limbs non-ambulatory. Excessive command feedback. Critical failure. All systems. Shutting down.
Well, that was certainly horrifying. There's a ton of junk data in these logs. But it doesn't look random. It's almost like it was trying to process multiple dig sites at once.
That should have triggered an emergency shutdown. We should be careful.
Athena, bring up the next candidate, please.
Echo Program Candidate number 37. Lieutenant Rhodes, Olivia J.
Now this one's promising. Accepted into the USN Aerospace Academy at 16. Exemplary marks in engineering, geology, robotics. Elite stuff. All the versatility you could want in an astronaut. The USN even approached her for the Pythias initiative, but she declined. I'm not interested in leaving the solar system, I guess. And her psych profile. She's right on the money. Took some prying, but the interviewer got her to open up about her family. The younger brother, Jackson. You could tell they were close. Probably had to look after him a lot with 2 scientists for parents. That's just what we need for Echo 1. She's perfect.
Approaching container field.
I'm picking up latent radiological activity in that area.
Something must have contaminated the cargo.
There's no way we'll get a clear read on the anomaly with all that interference. You'll need to find the source of the radiation and jettison it.
My scanner should help me track down the culprit.
Best guess, I'd say you're looking for levels around 80 or 90 decigrays. If you get into trouble, remember you can use the Fury module's induction panel to recharge your shields. We need to track down the source of the radiation, Jack.
I can use my scanner to pinpoint the source of the radiation.
As a Series 8, I am clearly more advanced than an Echo 1. Higher number, greater than.
Shields at 95%.
Radiation absorption at 30 decigrays and climbing.
You're getting warmer. Watch yourself.
Agitated deuterium ions detected.
Deuterium? That's a hydrogen isotope. How'd that end up in one of our helium-3 containers?
Unclear. The processing line is configured to scrub any excess hydrogen.
Ah, sod it. For now, let's just deal with the contamination. I'll dispatch a Fury to remove the irradiated container. Wait, something's wrong.
What is it?
I can't get the Fury transport to decouple from the container on the upper rack.
I can throw the manual override on the Fury's hitch. Stand by. I'll make my way up there now. Approaching Fury transport.
Careful. Once you decouple the transport's hitch, the autopilot's likely to kick in. So either get clear or find something to hold on to. The Fury's stuck on the upper rack. Throwing the manual override should get it moving.
Unlocking this hitch will release the Fury transport. Fury hitch released.
Autopilot's taking over. So far, so good.
Shields at 95%.
Ah! Jack? Are you alright?
Affirmative. But the container was breached. The contamination is spreading.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. Okay, I've got an idea. If I release the container's maglocks, the Fury should just carry it away. Or it would if the controls were actually responding. You know what? Screw it. Just cut the power. Maybe that'll do it.
Considering the damage, are you sure that's wise?
Wise? Definitely not. But will it work? Only one way to find out.
Shields at 95%.
Do I need to mention this is a gross violation of protocol?
It's either this or risk contaminating the entire ship. Sometimes you just have to improvise.
Power supply ruptured.
Easy does it. What the hell just happened?
Explosive decompression. The escaping gas caused the container to jettison itself.
Okay, so not exactly what we were aiming for, but... well, I suppose that takes care of our radiation problem. Good work. The sensor should be able to scan the anomaly free of interference. We're almost there. We still need to investigate the primary dig site. Update me when you arrive. Hold on. Something's wrong with that Fury transport.
The one that collided with the container. What's wrong with it?
I'm really not sure. It's moving erratically, veering wildly off its flight path.
Could be a problem with the Fury's flight dynamics.
Probably just need to reset the navcom. If you get a chance, would you mind looking into it?
Copy that.
And I'm not sure, but I think we might need to resynchronize the container field's inventory control system.
Are these issues urgent?
Not really. Neither one's going to keep us from scanning the anomaly. Consider them both secondary priorities. Nice. Good work, Jack.
What is it?
Nothing. I'm sorry, it was like watching some sort of weird robot rodeo. Cowboy Jack ropes himself a fury.
Do I get a hat?
A hat, fancy boots, shiny spurs. We'll fix you right up. Till then, you can just leave the fury where it is. I'll have Hera run some diagnostics on it before I can reconnect the remote link.
Copy that. I'm moving on.
Happy trails, partner. I'm still trying to work out just how the hell we wound up with a container full of concentrated deuterium.
I'm not certain. Deuterium is a byproduct of helium-3 atomic decay.
But helium-3 is a stable isotope. It would take centuries for it to decay. It doesn't make any sense. This is Captain Olivia Rhodes. Personal log entry for... God, has it been 2 months already? Time flies when you're running an entire mining operation alone, I suppose. Well, not completely alone. That's the catch, isn't it? This new Series 11 android they've assigned me, Echo 1, he's like a second crew member. I'm not just talking about all the work he gets done, either. It's the questions, I think. He's always asking them. Why do I do this? What does that phrase mean? On and on. And the way he'll stare at things sometimes, like he's trying to deconstruct them. It reminds me of... well... I called him Jack the other day. Completely by accident.
Liv, you were
It just
right.
slipped
The
out.
inventory control system is out of sync.
Probably got knocked off cycle by one of those pulses. It has to mean in order to resynchronize the inventory system, you'll have to quickly scan each of the 3 I.O. ports in the container field.
Hera, mark the location of each I.O. port on my HUD.
Once you scan the first I.O. port, you'll have roughly 70 seconds to scan the other 2. If you don't make it, the system will reset and you'll have to start again.
That's 1.
Clock is running. 70 seconds.
"50 seconds remaining.
One more to go.
"30 seconds remaining. "10, 9, success. Inventory control station synchronized.
That was impressive.
It wasn't all that difficult. After all, I was specifically designed to handle these types of demanding situations.
Plus, you're incredibly modest.
Thank you.
Select your destination. Destination, primary dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on. Shields at 95%.
Battery removed. It's definitely depleted.
Well, that explains that. Your Fury transport should have a spare you can replace it with.
Shields at 50%. Shields at 30%.
The Fury transport should have an induction panel where I can recharge. The backup battery should be on the aft of the transport. Battery acquired.
Shields at 95%.
Power restored. I should be able to turn the dampener on now.
Shields at 50%.
Dampener online. Geiger readings nominal.
Nice job. That should buy you some time. If the dampener goes down again, you can recharge the battery back at the Fury.
The drills at the primary dig site are functional. No signs of damage from the anomaly.
Good. Those don't yield as much helium as the blocks we send to the processing line, but losing them would still hurt our numbers.